Is up, you guys? I just wanted to do a quickie real quick and just show you a couple things that I think you guys might be interested in this coming year. So check it out. Here we go. These are some of the stocks and just some of the general ideas. Yeah, I know I need to get a fucking tripod. Yeah. We're the broke broker. You know what can I say? What can I say? This is some stuff that I think is going to be performing really well in 2019. One, I think Shopify is going to perform really well this year. You know, it's like getting in on Amazon early. Like just literally just one thing to like keep in mind when investing in Shopify is that Kylie Jenner sells most of her makeup through Spotify, which I think is a big deal because Kylie Jenner is currently on pace to become a billionaire in like the next literally probably less than 10 years, I believe, if I remember correctly. I do own Shopify, and the next one I want to talk about here is if you guys have been getting into pot stocks. I know I have recently. Like I own pretty much a shotgun spread of all of them. If you guys want to knock out all of the big ones with just one tap, I suggest buying ticker symbol MJ. It's an ETF. It does have a semi high expense ratio, but it's a pretty it's a good holding company. It has all the big names in there of like the top 10 or 8 or whatever it is that are the big popular ones that I think is going to do really, really well in 2019. And it already has. I mean, it's already up, I believe. Well, it's up 20% since I've bought it. I'm not sure the exact year-to-date return. I need to look it up. I'm doing a cheesy whiteboard. I should have infused some some graphics, but I'm lazy and I don't want to film with my other camera because my storage is full and I'm too lazy to back up any of my shit or move it around, so I try to just film on my iPhone. Some other stocks that I've bought recently, it says Tencent on there at the top, but I've owned Tencent for a while. But recently I bought Match.com. I think that's a good stock to own. I think they own Tinder. If you're a millennial, you're definitely familiar with Tinder. And then I wrote 5G tech. 5G is going to be rolling out here pretty soon. So I think, everyone should get on board before they miss that bus. Then I wrote Wix on there. That's a good software, like online kind of portal that helps you design websites, like really easy. I believe it's also like a subscription-based service. So that's kind of definitely what the market's moving to in the last, couple of years. Everybody is, really almost giving out their product for free in a way, but just making money off of long-term subscription fees and whatnot. And then coming out later this year is some pretty interesting IPOs this year. Running out of space there, but there's Postmates coming out this year. I have paint on my fingers. Sorry, it looks kind of gross. There's Postmates, there's Slack, there's, there's so many. Down here I wrote Lyft, Uber, SpaceX, Airbnb. I believe Uber Eats also comes out with Uber, I would assume, even though they are two separate companies. It's like Tencent and Tencent Music. Oh, and recently Pandora got bought out by SiriusXM. Not a huge fan of SiriusXM in the short term, but long term, yeah, I think they'll survive and be a great company. I do own Tencent Music, and I think that is also performing really well. I did own Pandora. They were supposed to give me 1.4 shares of SiriusXM, but for whatever reason, I got shafted. I spent like $8 on a share of Pandora, and then I get like one $5 share of SiriusXM, so they kind of shafted me on a couple bucks there because I was supposed to get 1.44, but I didn't. And then if you guys, follow any of these other financial channels, which I'm sure you do, like Graham Stephan, Financial Education, Jeremy, his overly energetic ass, Ryan Scribner, any of those guys. And just, even if you watch shitty CNBC, a lot of people, the numbers say it, all sorts of stuff says we are most likely going into a recession next year according to the numbers, but history does tend to repeat itself, but it's just predictions. Nobody can, has a real crystal ball or anything magnificent. But to kind of hedge your bets against this, I mean, gold and Bitcoin kind of actually are kind of inverse. They're kind of opposites. But if we do have a recession, gold is a good place to hedge your bet. By that I mean it's insurance. It's a backup. If your stocks go down, typically, if you own gold, the gold will go up. But if the market's doing good, your stocks will go down. Oh wait, no. If the market's doing good, your stocks. What am I saying? Your stocks will go up, and the gold will go down. But if the market shits itself, gold will go up. So at least have that performing well for you in the meantime until it balances back out and your stocks can perform really well. And if any of you guys follow crypto news, Bitcoin is kind of I don't want to say stable in the sense attached to Bitcoin, but it's been hovering around $3,500 for a good maybe month and a half or so now. So if you're into that whole phenomenon, that whole movement, it's the future, just look up all the people who stand behind it. It's got a lot of firepower going for it. It's the new currency of the internet. And if you guys know anything, like, tech is fucking everywhere. Like, this is 2019, people. Like, there is, my portfolio is probably literally like 70% tech stocks, and they're all doing amazingly. So, load up on that stuff while you can. You don't want to miss the bus and the opportunity. And I'm gonna hang myself if nobody likes and subscribes to my shitty videos. I know, guys, I'm sorry it's shitty, but give me some motivation here, Christ, people. I'm trying. I'm trying. And if you guys want some good old free stuff, I will attach a link in it for all of my affiliate links. They are affiliate links. You don't have to use them, but by doing so, it does help support me. It will give you a free stock. It will give me a free stock. It's what makes the world go round. Come on. Come on, guys. But, mine as well, even if you're not doing it for me, do it for yourself. What's the point of opening an account if, you're going to open an account anyways and not get a stock? Mine as well, use the link and get yourself a free stock. And you can do it for all of them, honestly, is the strategy I would go for. Open as many as you can, it's free. And get a couple free stocks. They most likely will be $5 stocks, heads up, but they do say there's a possibility to get more expensive stocks, though I have never personally seen it or heard of anybody who has, so little suspicious, but you will most likely get at least a $5 to $10 stock, so it's a free $5 when you sign up. And on most of these, when you sign up, you get a free stock, as well as on most of these, when you add $100 into your account, when you fund it for the first time, I believe it has to be at least a minimum of $100 on most of these. They will give you another free stock. So that's about at least a minimum of $10 worth of free stocks right there, just for signing up and funding it for $10. But even if you don't want to fund it and you just want to, maybe play with some penny stocks, sign up, get that free $5 stock, and, play around with $5 worth of free money, or, buy yourself some Bitcoin or something with that free $5. They do let you have crypto on Robinhood. So that's what's cool about Robinhood. I do need to do a video for all of these. M1 lets you create your own ETF and buy fraction shares and doesn't charge anything. So that's really cool about that. Well, actually, they all don't charge anything for any fees. Webull has really good graphs and stuff, and a lot of information. If you're really, if you're new, I would say go with Robinhood. If you're pretty experienced, go with Webull. It has plenty of information. And then also, intermediate to new, play around with M1, and it's free. You can make your own ETFs, and etc. But alright, guys, I guess I'll tap out there. Like and subscribe. Hit my links. Hit this channel. I swear, we're going places, my friends. We're going. Can you see me on the reflection in there? I'm retarded. Alright, well, thank you, guys, and as Jeremy would say, have a nice day, man. Aloha, brah.